Okay guys, so my UV gel is cured now, and I'm going to apply the second layer. You do not clean the inhibition layer off of this layer to apply the second layer, okay? So I'm going to take my clear, and since the first nail is being built, I'm going to add a large enough bead to bridge the gap between the new tip, and the natural nail plate. Okay guys? So you want to make sure that you do that. You want to make sure you build up enough. I'm building kind of thick on here just to show you guys how it's done. But you're going to have to make these thinner because you're working on real people or yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I've got bubbles in here now because I've just been kind of messing around with it. So yeah, you're not going to want that. And you're definitely going to want to go back and forth over top of the stress point a couple times with your gel to make sure you have enough level, enough, height in there. And you don't want to mess around with all your other nails really slowly either. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take this gel and I'm going to apply the second coat of gel to this nail, because this one is just going to be a clear gel coat, which is a good thing to protect your natural nails. If you want to grow out your natural nails, I fully suggest just doing a couple coats of clear UV gel on it just like that. And then the next nail we're going to work kind of quickly because, like I said, I do not want to let that first nail set too long. So I'm just going to grab one of these mixes from one of my ladies over here. This is a mix called Go-Go Girl by MEOXOX. I'm going to take a little bit of it with my brush, okay? I have the baggie there. Normally, you know what? I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to pour some into here. Normally, I would just spill some onto the table, but I don't want to waste it, so I'm going to pour some in here. It's gorgeous, gorgeous mix. And your brush is already sticky. Basically, all you have to do is touch the glitter mix and put it wherever you want the glitter to be. You can basically pour it on there if you want and then tap the finger. However you want to do it, it's up to you. Okay, I'm going to kind of fade it down to the bottom of this finger, okay, and then I'm going to tap off the excess. Cleaning your brush is easy. You just spritz your cloth, okay, and wipe your brush. It's not that difficult. It's not hard. With the synthetic brush, it comes right off. Your brush is clean and back to normal. You really shouldn't touch it like that. So now I have to sterilize it again. But yeah, now my brush is clean and back to normal, and I'm ready to apply the second coat of gel to that finger. Okay, and you want to do this in a thicker coat. Okay, so you're not pulling glitter all around the place. So you're basically going to lay that on top of there like that. And you're going to let it set, especially across the stress line, okay? You're going to let that settle down because it is going to level out and it is going to settle down. All right, and I'm going to clean my brush a little bit more and get some more clear just for up near the cuticle. Okay. All right, so I'm going to let this settle for about 1 minute, if that. And as it's settling, I'm going to watch all the nails now because I'm getting ready to put this in a lamp. See how that spilled over? You want to clean that up with your brush. Clean it up. Do not cure something on the client's skin. It will fall. It will settle. it will level out on its own. You do not want to cure something like that to the client's skin. So you want to clean it up with the edges of your brush. Just like that, okay? So once this is cured, I'm going to come right back and show you guys how to remove the inhibition layer. 2 minutes in the light for this, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so Henrietta II here has been cured a second time for 2 minutes, and now we're ready to remove the inhibition layer. That means that we're going to saturate a lint-free cloth or whatever with the cleanser that they give you for UV gels, or in my case I'm using alcohol because it works exactly the same. And what you're going to do is you're basically going to just wipe the inhibition layer off of each nail, okay? It's as simple as that. It really is. Once you've cleaned the inhibition layer off of each of these nails, you're going to remove any forms if you have any. You'll notice that the UV gel looks dull. That's normal. It's not going to stay dull. Okay? So now I have retarded, decrepit looking hands, and that's okay. You're going to file and buff now. I'm not going to pretend that these don't look horrific. It does because it's on this hand, but I'm going to basically, you know, show you that you can file and buff this by hand. You do not need a drill for this. I would not use a drill for any UV gels. And the reason for that is because UV gels, sorry guys, I know I'm in your way. UV gels file very, very easily. Very easily. That's why these are, as you know, in my opinion, they are not nearly as strong as acrylic. I think they can break easier. They're more susceptible to damage, cracking. But that's just me. Now you want to file up and around these nails, and the way that you're going to accomplish that is with what they call a C-curve brush, or I'm sorry, not a brush, a C-curve file. It looks like this. And the reason this is curved this way is so that you can come up and around the C-curve like this without going into the corners. If you file too far into the corners, you're going to make your client bleed. It's going to burn them. It's going to hurt. You want to come up and around like this to basically make sure that your nail is you know, level. This is where you're gonna shape your nail. You're gonna shape the top of your nail. When you're filing, you should see no shiny spots. Now you can see clearly here on this nail. Let me see if I can show you. On this nail where it is rough from being filed and then shiny and then rough again, these two parts that are filed need to match up with that low part. So you have to keep filing until you get there, okay? I'm not going to do all the filing on camera, but I'm just going to show you. For these nails here, it's just a matter of, you know, rounding your nail on the end, make sure that your shape up top is good. Most times with gel, there isn't a lot of filing. Honestly, gels self-level, they're very smooth. So take your time and be careful with your gel application. You know, this chick here, she stinks to work with, so I'm just going to tell you guys that. And I did forget to put the clear on her, so I went back and did it before I cured. So, yeah, I mean, you just basically want to make sure that you get the shape that you want. So I'm going to shape this, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you guys the sealer or the top coat, and we're going to finish this up. Alright guys, so once you're done buffing your nails to shape, you're going to again use your cleanser, your alcohol, whatever it is that you're using to clean any debris and filings off of the nail plates. You want them to be clean and clear of any sort of dust and stuff like that, and you do not want to touch the top of your nails with your fingers at this point because you will contaminate them and leave epithelials. Epithelials are the skin that's, you know, your skin plates and all that stuff. skin cells. So you don't want to leave them on anybody's nail plates. It can cause a fungus. It can cause, just make sure that they're clean and clear of all debris and all kinds of stuff like that. Once your nails are ready for your top coat, meaning that they are shaped the way that you want, they look good, you know, they're good, you're going to take your, I'm going to use my Intense Seal because I see a lot of ladies using this, and they use it on everything. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my Intense Seal. I normally don't use the IBD Intense Seal UV Dry Top Coat on anything other than UV, right? But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this Intense Seal here, and I'm going to place it again a 1/16 of an inch away from the top of my cuticle. You're not going to back this up onto the cuticle. This is not a normal top coat. This cures with a UV lamp, and it can burn the client and stick to their skin, and it's definitely not something that you want to do, okay? Now, just with the same as you can with acrylics, you can encapsulate anything inside of a UV gel. You could do little stars, you can do all the shapes that we use. You know, you can do this on a natural nail. You don't have to wear acrylics to enjoy all the glitters and the spangles and the goody things that we do. You can do this with top coats as well. You can add your glitter mixes underneath 2 layers of fast dry top coat if you don't have a UV gel lamp. It kind of upsets me when I see people say, oh, I can't use these gorgeous glitter mixes that everybody's using because I don't do acrylics. That's not it at all. That's not the truth at all. You really need to just look into different options, and this is one of them. UV Gels is another outlet to use all of our stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cure this for 2 full minutes, this top coat, and I'll be back to show you how it looks when it's finished. Okay, guys, so we're back. We finished curing the top coat, and with the IBD Intense Seal, you don't need to remove any inhibition layer. Your nail is now complete. Okay, they should feel nice and smooth and very, very shiny. The biggest draw and attraction to the UV gels is the luster that it leaves behind. It's just gorgeous. It absolutely shines. There's no waiting for it to dry anymore. You're finished. The last thing that you would do for your client is you would apply any sort of cuticle oil. You might also want to apply a lotion to their hand because the lamp can be a little drying, so you just basically run your cuticle oil over their cuticles and you want to massage it into their hands like this, okay? Little circles, making sure you get up near the cuticle and up around the nail and all of that stuff. Okay, guys, so there you have it. I created a tip. You can see that it is not very thick. It's nice and thin.
I want to thank you guys for watching my UV gel application tutorial. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.